What's up guys, this is Cody here, and today we're going to be talking about iOS 9.3. So if you guys haven't heard, Apple just released a preview on their site basically laying out all the features that are going to be a new feature in iOS 9.3. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description below, or you could actually watch this video since you're already watching it. I'm about to tell you everything that you need to know anyways. Spoiler alert, it's not worth the upgrade. But let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we're just going to be going through basically all the features that they have listed on their website. So first up is night shift. And you're probably like, oh snap, dude. It's night shift. That means we're gonna get dark mode in iOS, right? No, you're not gonna get dark mode in iOS. Night shift is straight up flux. If you ever used flux before, which is basically it warms up the colors on your device to make it less strenuous on your eyes, and it's good for reading your device at night, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's it. It's flux. We've had that for like, I don't even know how long. You can sideload it if you're not jailbroken, or you can download it straight up for free if you are jailbroken. So is that exciting? Not really, unless you're literally jailbreaking only to get flux, which I guess that's a possibility. But it's a nice addition to iOS. The next update is for the least used application ever on iOS, and that's the Health app. Maybe second on that list to the compass. Who the hell uses the compass? I don't ever use the compass. Every time you open it up, you gotta calibrate it anyways. You're sitting there, you're like, open it up, you're like, God damn it, this is so annoying. But yeah, the Health app. It's simpler than ever to find third-party apps to track your health and wellness. Woohoo, congratulations. Nobody uses it anyways. Did you know there's a sex portion in the Health app? Like if you go in there and you're like searching around, there's actually data points for when you have sex if you put it in there. You have to put it in there. I guess maybe you could like hold it. I don't know if you're not using one of your hands or something. You could like, I don't know, maybe stick, if you're wearing like a button up, you can just like stick it in your pocket while you're, going at it. Who uses that? I would like to meet the 3 people in the world that actually put data points into how many times they have sex into their Health app. You don't want to do that. That's weird. Oh yeah, 14 pumps a day. New record. Can you imagine? Like, you straight up, you just finished, phone's over there on the nightstand, you're like, hold up, baby. I gotta document this. And she's like, what do you mean you gotta document this? Well, I'm just gonna put it in my Health app. You're gonna put it in your Health app? Give me that. Why you got a data point for last night? You said you were watching Game of Thrones, you couldn't hang out. Why do you have a data point for last night? I don't know whose phone that is, baby. That's not my phone. You dead to me. That's what happens when you put your sex info in a Health app on your phone. No exaggeration. Straight up, that's what happens. Unless you don't cheat on your significant other, which you shouldn't, because you're an asshole if you do. Next up is the Notes app update, which nobody uses, probably. I use Evernote. I don't use Notes because it's trash to me. I tried to use it for like 2 years. I had nothing but problems with it. Most of it was syncing issues, which I would have to physically fix, and then it would jack up again, and it wouldn't sync, and then it'd sync like a trillion times a second. Literally, this is what happened. Every time I typed a character in Notes, it would resync and create a brand new note for that particular note. I fixed it like 3 times, and then it worked for a little while, and then it'd jack up again. So screw Notes, I don't use that anymore, but if you do, congratulations, you get a new feature, which is nearly almost positively useless to me. It's basically allowing you to lock specific notes within your Notes app. So you would have to use Touch ID in order to actually access that note. So why you would have someone in your phone, 1, then inside your Notes, 2, and then have notes that you didn't want people to read? That's weird. I don't know how often that would actually happen. Maybe if they put a Touch ID lock on specific applications, that would be one thing, and that would make a little more sense for me. You could have somebody like, going around on your device, but they wouldn't actually have access to specific apps. That makes sense to me. And that would be something like a jailbreak tweak like Asphalia, something we've had for 2 years, or the numerous other Touch ID tweaks that we have for jailbroken devices. So I don't really get, like, that's got to be a microscopic amount of people that need that specific functionality, but whatever. Okay, that's new. Next is another application that nobody uses, and that's the News app. A lot of people use Flipboard. I guess, I don't know, you guys let me know if you guys use these apps. There's a lot of stock apps that I just don't use. I think a lot of people, a lot of developers actually do it better. So like something like News, I would use Flipboard. Something like Notes, I would rather use Evernote. But if you guys use these applications, let me know in the comments, because I want to know if this is just me or if you guys are the same way as me. So straight up, this is basically going to allow you to get a better algorithm in order to check out your news. Cool. Next, we have an update to CarPlay, which is actually pretty cool. I think it's probably really useful, but the only problem is I don't have CarPlay, but if I did, this would be really cool. It basically adds the nearby functionality that you have on your phone. So when you swipe over, boom, like that, that's what you're gonna get in CarPlay. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Now, if I had a car that had CarPlay, but I don't. And lastly, we have the education feature, which is basically going to revamp education on iPads, on devices. Basically, you're gonna get a new classroom app. You can use shared iPad for your students. You have managed Apple IDs, and you also have an Apple School Manager. So this is not something that's really interesting to me, just because one, I don't have kids. Second, I'm not gonna be using this, but it could be very helpful for the people that actually use this, which I would totally agree is a good update for iOS 9.3. Otherwise, not a ton of really cool things that's coming out with iOS 9.3. Again, if you really want Flux, but you don't want to jailbreak, or you want to stay on the most current version, well, I guess you can get that. If you're watching this video, you probably know how to sideload Flux without being jailbroken, so it's not a huge feature, but it does save you the hassle of having to actually do it manually. So there you go. So that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I was actually thinking about doing a walkthrough of iOS 9.3, but I decided to do something a little more fun, maybe laugh once or twice. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see videos like this when new iOS firmwares are released, or if you want to be like straight up walkthrough like I've done previously. Let me know in the comments below. Of course, always hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.